Well, there's plenty of evidence that competition is good for economic growth. It's also good for consumers, and I think also it's good for society as a whole. So I think competition law, competition policy is in the interests of those countries, it's in the interests of the consumers in those countries, but I think it's also in the interest of business in those countries and the wider economic interests of those countries.
In order to create a fair competitive environment, it is important to have sound competition laws and policies. Recognizing the importance of this vision, the competition program OECD Korea Policy Center was established in 2004. Since then, the OECD KPC has been disseminating competition laws and policies in the region, serving as a bridge between OECD member countries and non-member countries.
What we do is we organize 6 events a year. Some events are in Korea, most events. Some events are in-country events in the sense that they are based in a country outside Korea but within the Asia-Pacific region.
This is why I was looking forward to this conference, that I get, rather than theoretical aspects which I can learn from any book, the practical aspects are much more important. As to how a Department of Justice, or for that matter what OECD recommends regarding planning of investigations, what are the investigation techniques that we can utilize, where we are different from others, and why we should emulate what others are doing. All these issues are something that I can highlight back at home, whatever I learn from here.
This kind of workshop, training workshop, is very useful for us. Because we can come to Korea, we can listen and learn from the OECD experts and KFTC people.
So even if I'm only alone in this workshop, the lessons that I have learned here, I will have to echo that out to my other colleagues.
When we do the cases, we need to. Right now, we just do some investigate, but for us it's a little difficult because we should know what kind of method the other countries they can do. It's very helpful for us.
We also do newsletters which have information from countries that have attended our workshops and that might want to disseminate some of the practices that they've been pursuing in their own agencies, as well as, of course, the material that we have done in the workshops. We also are preparing this year something new, a guidebook, which looks at the competition rules and regulations, the main rules and regulations in the Asia-Pacific region.
Well, I think that the OECD work in this region, in the regional center, has had various dimensions which are important. The first one, of course, is disseminating the good practices that are discussed in particular in the OECD Competition Committee. There has been a lot of executives from competition authorities which have been to training sessions and increasing the level of skill of the personnel of competition authorities is the first aim. The second one is, of course, to creating a network between all those people. A lot of the cases are transnational cases, so it's useful that people have not only the same methodology, but also understand each other, know each other. We know that there's a lot of informal cooperation, and networking is one of the things that favors them.
As we have benefited from the advanced competition policy, now we would like to share these valuable experiences with you. With the OECD KPC, the KFTC will make every effort to disseminate best practices to the Asia-Pacific region.